Good morning. We're out for a little morning coffee walk before breakfast. It's beautiful here.
Yes.
Humidity kind of broke, so it's really pleasant, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, it is the most beautiful morning I think that we've ever experienced um, in all of our time in Costa Rica thus far.
Yeah, it's nice.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
beautiful. We just met another couple out here, which gave us our topic for this video about, your perception is your reality. So my perception is my reality, no matter what.
Right. And my perception is my reality. So we could be having the exact same experience, but our perception of it could
Look at this
be
guy.
so different. Oh, wow. Wow.
Hello.
That is
Should have brought him some
probably-
mangoes.
Ooh.
Ooh, he's got his tongue out.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So again, that's a perfect example. If we weren't familiar with them and we didn't know that they were harmless animals, I guess they're not animals, they're reptiles, but if we didn't know that they were harmless, they kind of look like little dinosaurs, right?
Right.
So maybe we'd be scared of them and back
Yeah.
off. But
Well, that's the point here. This couple we walked by,
right.
this guy said, "Hey, be careful down there," because I think King Kong is in that jungle. And he was kidding, obviously, but the howlers were out there howling this morning, and they sound like, he says, it sounds like they're 10 feet tall. And I said, well, there's one right there on the top of the hill. Maybe he's making the noise. Can you see in that tree? They're like, where? Pointed up and followed the tree line. And I said, that's a male right there. The other guy's making all the noise. They're not really that big. They're like, wow. So the point is, their perception until they actually saw that was that a howler monkey's like the size of a massive gorilla.
Right.
King Kong was his joke.
Right.
They sound like it.
They do. We had that discussion last night. We actually did this very same walk last night, and on the way home it was pitch black, and the howlers were very vocal. And I literally said to you, if we weren't familiar with the howlers and we just heard this sound, I mean, you would probably be running back, to where you were going instead of leisurely walking and enjoying their howls as if it were music, right? But if we didn't know, we'd be running with a little bit of fear and panic. But we have totally changed what our perception of their sounds are, from something, big, bad, and scary to something just beautiful and melodic, right?
Yeah, it's really cool.
It is so cool. And you can do that with everything in your life. So, if you've got some fears that you're working to get over, or relationships that, you're viewing one way, the other person in that relationship can't really be the person who affects your view of a relationship. Only you can be in charge of your own perception and therefore your own reality, right?
Right, you create it. So even, if you don't have something you're trying to get over, I like to think about it as, you create your own reality. So if you look for the good in everything, that's what you find.
Right.
And if you focus on the good and you focus on people as, light givers, look at the light, see the light shining from them and see the goodness, that's what you find. And if that's what you focus on, that's your perception of that person. And if it's all good, if you're focused on the good, that's what you're going to see. If it's all good, you're going to have a different perception.
Right.
Hello.
I just wanted to stand here for 1 second,
Okay.
because these flowers are so beautiful.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
And I didn't want to miss an opportunity, even though we're in the middle of a video, to focus on something so incredibly beautiful. Even the bees, right? So a lot of people are like, oh, bees. I really come to embrace the bees and look at their beauty and watch them with the flowers. And what Jeffrey and I have both learned is, when the bees come near you, they don't want to sting you. I mean, once they do, that's it for them. And their intention, they don't get anything from that.
Right.
So usually you get stung by a bee when you are like in a panic because your perception of them is bad, right?
Right.
So you're trying to flick them off and get rid of them so that you don't get stung. instead, if you just let them be and they don't feel or sense any fear, your perception of them is beautiful instead of scary. They're not going to usually bother you.
So you're
right?
saying let the bees be.
Let the bees
Let
be.
it be. Let it be.
Let the bees be, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're always so witty.
Well,
Did you guys notice that about Jeffrey?
well, yeah.
He is so great with the.
You tee me up.
Yeah,
You tee me up.
I do. But
But so anyway,
you
that.
take it. You know
No,
when
but-
to do it.
no,
So that's
thanks.
the bottom line.
But the bottom line is your perception's your reality. So you basically can control your reality. That's the message today.
And how cool is that, people? You have full control of your own life. It's so important, and this is what the book is all about. For every aspect. I mean, who doesn't want great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love? That would be no one. Everyone wants that, right?
Exactly.
And everyone can have it. It is yours for the taking. So, go out there and make your perception exactly what your dreams are made of. Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from the Marina in Papagayo.